Jara, I've learned so much about happiness. But I want to put my knowledge to the test. Can we conduct experiments to see if what I've learned holds true?
Absolutely. Let's give it a shot. However, remember that happiness arises when we are not seeking it. The thought, I want to be happy, is the stumbling block preventing us to be happy.
I understand. But perhaps we can create situations that facilitate happiness?
Indeed. We can explore moments where we lose ourselves and the world around us, allowing happiness to naturally emerge. As children, our happiness was boundless. We had no worries, no expectations. Countless moments of bliss were woven into our lives. Playing with friends, immersing ourselves in books, or watching movies, each experience brought us happiness. But as we grew older, everything changed. The same activities that once brought joy no longer suffice. Burdened by anxiety and guilt, our minds lost touch with happiness.
It's true. I've noticed how teenagers can laugh at the simplest joke, while adults do not find it funny. This is because unlike the minds of the teenagers, their minds are heavily burdened with thoughts. For them, happiness seems tied to the fulfillment of desires. The depth of our desires determines the intensity of happiness upon their fulfillment.
Precisely. Someone longing for a cup of coffee will experience greater joy upon finally sipping it, compared to someone who doesn't have a strong craving for it. Happiness can also be found at different levels of interaction with objects. There's the physical, mental, and intellectual level. Each offers varying durations of joy. For instance, savoring a cup of coffee brings momentary happiness. Engaging in artistic creation at the mental level extends that joy. But the most enduring happiness comes from intellectual interaction. Solving a challenging problem, for example, can provide lasting moments of bliss.
So, can achieving enlightenment, an intellectual feat, bring everlasting happiness?
In a way, yes. However, enlightenment doesn't guarantee perpetual happiness. No emotion lasts indefinitely, except for one exception. When two people deeply in love forget themselves and the world, their happiness can endure longer, though typically not exceeding a few months. The ego eventually resurfaces, dictating what's necessary to maintain that happiness, ultimately ending the spell.
But with enlightenment, there's a sense of contentment and liberation from anxiety and guilt. Doesn't that increase the likelihood of experiencing happy moments?
Absolutely. However, it's essential to understand that no one can be happy all the time, even after enlightenment. Emotions are fleeting, and the ego soon assumes charge, ending the emotion.
So, even after understanding the nature of the ego, it doesn't disappear entirely.
Exactly. The ego is an inherent part of our existence. Enlightenment allows us to recognize the oneness of all, but it doesn't erase our individuality. Just as knowing the earth revolves around the sun doesn't make us forget that it seems stationary from our perspective.
I see. That clarifies a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's worth noting that since we all have unique preferences, the objects and activities that bring us happiness will vary greatly. That's why there's an abundance of hobbies, each allowing individuals to lose themselves and experience happiness. Let us see some examples. Recall your happy moments during a thrilling finish of your favorite game. When you visit a new place for the first time, you are fully blown away and all your troubling thoughts are wiped out. When you laugh your heart out watching a cartoon or comedy film, you are not thinking about your problems in life. When you are engaged in tightrope walking or climbing a mountain, your attention is always on the now. Past and future do not exist for you since you are completely living in the present. If you are an artist, you merge one with the art while you are performing. If you are watching your favorite performance, you become one with your experience. Both the experiencer and the experienced do not exist. Only the happy experience lasts for a while.